Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. I'm sorry about the video quality. The video quality blows. I literally have my phone attached to a tripod in front of my television. The reason I'm doing this, though, is because I did promise a couple of people that I would share my Bitcoin story. Um, because I think it's interesting. I don't know. It's just, look, let me just start from the beginning. So, 3 years, 4 years ago, I don't remember which now, but a long time ago, I wanted to start being able to take cryptocurrency, aka Bitcoin and whatever. I wanted to be able to take that as payment for the various ventures that I indulge in. And, because it's good for diversity, plus, too, I seen the writing on the wall. It was right after PayPal basically stuck a big 12-inch strap out of my booty hole. And I thought to myself, okay, I can see where things are going. Banks were colluding with one another. There was tons of stuff going on, especially if you were conservative. So I started looking into cryptocurrency. And now here's the thing. I'm 54 years old now. I turned 54 last December 28th. So I would have been right around 50 when this happened. And I will be completely honest with you, and I'll admit it, freely admit it. I'm a diabetic. I have what's called diabetic brain. I'm just not as sharp as I once was. I know there are people who argue that, but it's very true. There was a time, here's a little factoid about me. For 5 years, I was a licensed teacher in the state of Ohio that taught computer science. So there was a time in my younger days where I was actually reasonably sharp. Okay, well, that ship has sailed. Anyway, so I looked into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a whole back then, and I just couldn't figure it out. I just couldn't wrap my head around the whole blockchain thing. I didn't know, I didn't understand it, and so. But here's where it gets interesting. During that time period, during that process, I found a company called Coinbase, and I don't remember how I got turned on to Coinbase, but Coinbase is where you go and you can mine or buy. See, back then they used different terms and stuff. Basically, you could buy cryptocurrency. Back then they called it mining. For whatever reason, I think they just wanted to be so different. Anyway, screwed people like me all the hell. So I wasn't sure. I was still kind of like, so all right, well, I started this Coinbase account. I put $4 in it. And because I just wasn't sure if it was a ripoff, I didn't know if it was a scam. If you've been around the internet for any length of time, there's some pitfalls there. You gotta be on top of your game, or you're gonna lose some money. So I put $4 into it, and I will be completely honest with you here. As embarrassing as it is, I still couldn't wrap my head around it. I got frustrated, and I just said, "F it," and I walked away. Completely walked away. Well, I'd forgotten all about that 4 years later. Forgotten all about it. Well, then I get an inbox one day, and it is from a company called Coinbase, which, by the way, did not remember a thing about them, didn't know who they were, didn't know what it was about. But the message on my email said, "Your card has expired. Please update your banking information." And I'm like, yeah, I don't know who you are, but now I'm supposed to update, quote unquote, update my banking information. I'm like. Well, I did follow the link just because I was curious, and it was to this Coinbase company, and then it kind of came back to me. I'm like, oh fuck. So I bought Bitcoin, $4 in Bitcoin, almost 4 years ago. Well, that $4 was then well into the 30s of worth, and I thought to myself, holy shit. What if I would have put $1,000 into that? And I thought to myself, okay, I'm kind of intrigued by the whole thing. And so not only did I update my bank account information with them, I went ahead and bought some more Bitcoin. And then recently bought some Ethereum, but that's another story altogether. So here's the thing I want you all to know. If you're on the fence about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and by the way, this is not financial advice. I am not a professional financial advisor. I'm just a freaking schmuckatelli. That's all I am. So anyway, but let me show you this. Right now, Bitcoin is selling at, per coin, 57,204. It fluctuates, as you just seen. It's up today. In the last 24 hours, it's up 3.79% in the last 24 hours. But let's go over the last week. So over the last week, it's up 22.21%. I don't know about you, but I've never made 22% on my money in any bank account I've ever had. So If now, by the way, I've bought the second round of my Bitcoin experience in the last week, so I'm up 22%. If I would have been along for the ride with the new influx, not the $4 initial, but the new influx, I'd be up 62% in the last month. I'm rounding down. 62% in the last month. Well, sorry about that. Let's say, I'm going to filter this even further for you. Let's say that I've been hanging on for a year with any real money, not the $4, 1 year. I would be up 490.99%. Yeah. Once again, this is not to be confused with any kind of financial advice because no. No. If you're interested, though, in Coinbase or trying to figure out how to buy or sell or even use your cryptocurrency to trade, let me know. Here's the thing right now, and this is not for nothing, but here, right now, if I turn you on to Coinbase to buy your cryptocurrency, and by the way, it's more than just Bitcoin that you can buy. There's a ton of them. But if I turn you on to this, both of us can make a little bit of Bitcoin as a reward or award, as an award for that. So let me know, and then I can send you an invite, and we can both make out. But I will tell you this. This is definitely, absolutely, 100% legit. Elon Musk just put over $1 billion into Bitcoin. Yeah. Now, once again, not financial advice, not anything like that. But I'm saying is, if you're interested in doing this, you've always wanted to pull the trigger, you don't know how to do it, get a hold of me. I'll send you an invite. It's really super simple. I've only had only one of my friends has been jammed up with getting Bitcoin or getting set up with the Coinbase, but I think that was because, well, he's got very bad luck when it comes to that. Plus, he was hacked one time and he lost thousands of dollars. And so, you know the old saying, once bitten, twice shy. Totally understand that. So anyway, that's my story, my Bitcoin story. Do I wish that I would have put $1,000 or more into it, back when I bought that $4 worth? Yeah. Yes, sir. Do I wish I would have got into it and say, I think they said 10 years ago, if you would have put, I don't remember, I think it was $100, it'd be worth like over $250,000 right now. Oh, I do want to tell you though, the one thing about stuff like this, in my opinion, just kind of like invest and forget because, well, maybe not forget, but don't get freaked out. Because if I would have been paying attention, let's say 4 years ago when I put that $4 in, if I would have been paying attention, I would have freaked out at one point because I think 6 months after that, it was only worth $2.60. So I would have lost a big chunk of my money. But because I wasn't paying any attention to it, I let it ride. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not the expert on this stuff, but I do know that if I send you a link to Coinbase, they'll hook both of us up with some free Bitcoin. So anyway, that's all I got. Everybody take care. See ya!